Morning, folks. So, checking trail cameras today and setting out in a few traps. I'm actually a little slow getting to this. The wolf season opened, as far as trapping goes, September 10th. I had that little deer carcass wired to this little log here. You can see maybe on the camera that there's a little bit of deer hair here and there, a little bit of blood. I had it wired down, but it is not there. I'm checking my camera. I have one heck of a big bear here. I should probably put out a bear bait. I had a friend offer me a whole bunch of bear bait here yesterday. I probably ought to go and get it and put some out. This spot would not be legal. We got something there in that tree. Oh, it's a squirrel. To be legal, you got to be, I think it's 200 feet from a road and 200 yards from a road and 200 feet from water, I think it is. I'd have to look it up again, but I'm not very far off the road here, maybe 70, 80 feet. So I was gonna put a trap here. My deer is gone though. Have to find me another roadkill, I guess. This camera coming around the corner of the road, and man, it stood out like crazy. The sun's hitting it, and there's a lot of glare on that thing. Guess I need to move that one. I've got part of a deer leg right there, and it's still there. So, I don't know. Maybe I don't have anything on this camera. I got my trap tied off to the tree. I've got a cable around the tree. This is that same trap that I caught the bear in. I got it marked so I know for sure. I don't know, I guess that's silly, but but kind of fun. Okay, so the trap, I've got somewhat of a kind of a cone-shaped hole. The reason for it is the chain can sit down on the bottom of it real easy without being, oh, there it is, without being in the way, and it sits really solid. So anyway, now I need a screen and some dirt over the top and blend it in. And this one, I think, will probably just be kind of a small mouse hole type of set when I'm done. Alright, now I'll carry that dirt away that's on that tarp, and that bucket there has some dog turds in it. I'm going to put a couple of those there, and a little squirt of urine, and it's done. Move on to the next one. I've told this story before. I got duct tape on my nose spray bottle this time. Won't be squirting that up my nose again. Okay, so that's the finished set. Don't look like much, but it'll work. Well, that's probably not the best looking set I've ever made, but probably work. I'm a little afraid to use much in the way of lure because of the bears. But I'm going to use a little bit here. So my trap is right there. That's kind of the flat where they would most likely step to look into that hole. I don't know. I don't have real high hopes for this spot. One thing, I gotta find a stick and cover up that chain there. But it's far enough away. It's surprising what you can get away with. They don't really look that close. They really don't. I mean, they're suspicious, but they're not looking for stuff like that that's not right next to the hole. So let's see. I'll probably find a stick right here would do it. There we go. That's probably hidden enough. Anyway, I'll put a little dab of lure in here and kind of mark this tree so I can find it again. That's the only bad thing. You know, you look around. It all looks pretty much the same. And there's a lot of spots. I looked at over here. My other trap is, let's see, it's right over there. Over the other side of those rocks. But you look around and there's some spots I think, well, there's a good spot. And then I look, it's visible from the road, so I can't have it there. And I don't know. You gotta kind of try to remember where all this stuff is. You get, 30 traps out, it gets kind of tough. And then snares on top of it. Anyway, that makes 3 set. I didn't show the first one. This one I wasn't going to film just because I'm kind of running out of time today. But I got my cable, my tie-off cable, underneath this big root here. That's wired off to that, or chained off to that, so it's not going nowhere. I put the trap in the flat. What's happened is the water has run down here and is collected behind this root, and it's a perfect flat spot. So I'm going to put the trap there, then right about in here I'll dig a hole and make kind of a dirt hole set out of this. Okay, so that's the finished set right there. Trap is right here. Got a little bit of urine on that dead piece of wood and some lure in the hole. So hopefully they'll come along and try that out. Running out of daylight, so I didn't show this one, and my battery's about dead. But what I got here is my trap is cabled off to this big root right here. Got a few dog turds and lure, or not lure, urine right there. My trap is right here. And it's just off the trail, maybe 20 feet. Well, if I can get one more trap set, I'll have a half a dozen set. So, I've been kind of looking for a spot that is out of view enough where the wolves still might go. it's really hard to get them to leave the road. They like to run the roads, and it's hard to get them to get off of it. But the trouble with being in view is that somebody will come along and they'll blow a hole in it with a doggone super magnum elephant gun and ruin it. Or they'll shoot it with something small, and if they don't steal it, they'll leave it there and it will spoil. They spoil really fast because, you know, all that real thick winter fur that they have, it's designed to hold in body heat, and that will cause them to spoil. That's one reason why snares, I can't use snares until I think it's November 15th, but that's good, because if you use snares when it's too warm, they're going to be bad when you come to check on them, if you have anything. So anyway, try to get one more trap set, and I'm kind of moseying on home. So thanks for watching, folks, and see you next time. Bye.